let's swap out some brakes. All right, gang, a little bit of a different video for y'all. We're gonna put some brakes on a cart. I got the 5.3 titanium brake kit here. It's gonna go on this cart here right behind me. I got it like a month and a half ago, and it just has the standard brakes. Now, the clone cart back there, I bought that cart used, and it had, actually this cart's used too, but I bought this cart used, and it already had the 5.3 titanium brakes on it, and that was the main cart that I ran for most of last year until about halfway through where we got another cart that did not have the titanium brakes on it. And let me tell you the difference. The cart with the TI brakes compared to the cart without, I thought the one without didn't have brakes the first time I ran it. Like, I came off the track and I was about to tell Kirk, I have no brakes, I can't stop. Like, these things are absolutely amazing. So we've been running that cart pretty much all year. I think I've only ever ran the second cart maybe once or twice this year, and then I ended up selling it. And then we went a while without a second cart. But now that we got one, I got the brake kit, we're gonna put it on there because these things are awesome. The stopping power is amazing, there's no fade, and with the way the driving styles are now, you don't let off the gas. You trail brake, you ride the brakes, but you're not letting off, you're wide open. So when you're running wide open and you're using the brakes a lot, you gotta have a good brake system, and let me tell you, the TI brakes from 5.3, that's what it is. So what we're gonna do in this video is show you how to swap them out here on this cart here. And I hope you all enjoy a little tutorial or something different. All right, so I do have the full kit here, the rotor, the hub, the pads, even the hardware kit. So the rotor and the pads I've actually had for a long time. I bought these for the cart that I sold and just never got around to switching them out. And then the hub and the hardware I just got recently because I figured if I was gonna do it, I might as well do it. So we ended up getting our second cart, so I just have been having all this stuff sitting here waiting for it until we got it. We finally got it, and I got a little bit of extra time, so we're gonna get these switched out. All right, so step one is obviously to bolt the rotor to the hub. It's pretty quick and easy and simple. 3 bolts, tighten them up. Make sure they're nice and tight, but not too tight, because you don't want this bad boy going anywhere, but you also don't want to strip out the hub. Step 2 is to safety wire this. Rules call this out very specifically. They got to be safety wired, or I think metal lock nuts or something like that. I always go the safety wire out because that's just what I have. The pliers that I'm using here are straight from the Harbor Freight, but if you don't have a Harbor Freight or a pair of these safety wire pliers, you can just use a regular old pair of wires and just twist them around by hand. It works just fine. Now, I'm no safety wire artist, so what I'm going to do isn't going to look the prettiest or look the best, but it's going to hold and it's not going to go anywhere. But I'd much rather the brakes not go anywhere than look pretty anyway, so it all kind of works out. All right, now that you got the rotor and the hub assembled and safety wired, next step is to get the axle apart. So you can slide this bad boy on. All right, step 1 into taking the axle apart is to measure where your hubs are at. That way when you put everything back together, your track width and all that stuff stays the same. So measure them, write down the measurements, even mark where they are with a Sharpie. Then go ahead and get your snap rings off, loosen those hubs off, and they will slide right off. Important, don't lose your keyway. It might fall off and fall on the floor and bounce somewhere crazy, so make sure you don't drop your keyway and lose it. Next is to slide the bearing off. That should be nice and easy. And then comes the hard part, the brake rotor. So loosen that bad boy up, and then it's gonna fit extremely tight around the axle. So it's gonna take a few taps of a old whammer there to get it off. Don't go crazy beating on it, use a rubber mallet, but it should slide off pretty easy. Wipe everything down and then slide the new one on. And the new one should also be kind of hard to get on. It's gonna be a tight fit. Work it back and forth, make sure it gets on there. Make sure it gets lined up with the keyway and all that good stuff. It's going to take a bit of effort because once again it's a tight fit, because you don't want this thing sliding around or spinning on the axle or anything crazy. Once you get it close enough and you can't wiggle it back and forth anymore, once again tap it a few times with the old rubber mallet and get it right where it needs to be. Wipe the axle down again. Okay, then you're going to want to get your set screw or your clamping screw or bolt or whatever you want to call it and get that thing tightened down on there so your brakes aren't sliding back and forth. And then it's time to slide your hubs and your bearings and everything back on. I'm going to leave the bearings and everything loose. That way whenever I get it into the cart, I can get it right back where it needs to be and everything is lined up. So I left the right one tight and where it needed to be, and then the left one I'm going to leave floating. That way everything lines up perfectly. Pop your snap ring back on and then get your clamping bolts into your hubs. And then you're gonna, this is where your measurements are gonna come in handy. You're gonna measure this again, get this thing lined up perfect. And then you're gonna wanna just tighten it down nice and tight so it doesn't slide around and move your tire way too far out or way too far in, and you're good to go. Go ahead and double check your measurements before you give it one last tighten down, just to make sure nothing moved while you were cranking on that. And if it's good to go, tighten it down the rest of the way. All right, axle's back together. It's ready to go in the cart. I did get the 5.3 rear hubs too. I didn't mention that in the intro, but basically the full thing for the rear end, hubs, brakes, hardware, brake hub, all that good stuff. All right, once you get all that changed out and switched over, it's just as easy as sliding your axle back in, making sure everything's lined up and doesn't rub, and tighten it back down, and you're good to go. All right, brake swap completed. Now, the old parts, the old hubs, the old brakes, they're not going to go to waste. They're going to go on the old Champ Cart back there. As you know, we've been rebuilding this Champ Cart and kind of running it and figuring things out. Now, the hubs and the brakes on it are very, very old. They actually might be the original to the cart from when it was in 2011. And I think we've been having some issues. So we've ran it twice, and both times it seems like the brake has slid over and it's rubbing against the pads and kind of locking up and causing drag and some other issues. So I think that brake hub is just not getting tight enough anymore. I've tried to retighten it a couple of different times, and I think it's really, really tight, but it keeps sliding, and it's the only one that has that issue. So I think that brake hub is just maybe a little old, a little wore out. It looks like it's been beat on a few times, and you know, it's got a real long nut or bolt through there. So I think whoever had it before me also had some issues. So we're gonna put this guy on there along with the hubs, so it'll get a couple newer, little upgraded parts. You know, this cart, that when I bought it, it only had 10 races on it, so we're going to swap out the hubs and the brakes on the old Champ Cart. Hopefully it fixes the issue where the brake slides over and causes a bunch of drag on the axle. As you can see, I can't even spin it, and I just think this hub is just old and wore out. Let's see if we can get a shot of it here. But you can see there, it's got some marks on it where it's been beat on a few times. And if I could spin it around, I would show you where the bolt and everything is. But I think I think it almost looks like it's been cut one time or two. So I just don't think it's clamping tight enough onto the axle. So once I get these switched out, everything on this cart will have either been brand new or almost brand new, other than the steering shaft and the axle itself. All the bolt-ons in the axle will be new. You know, I already got a new mini hub on it, and then obviously the hubs and the brakes. So with the complete front end rebuild on it, the only thing left will be the axle itself. And I know that does need replaced. Probably down the line a little bit, I'll get it replaced. It's pretty old. It's just not right now thing. The Champ Cart is very secondary to anything else we got going on. So yeah, it's been a fun project though. The old Champ Cart with the whole new front end and everything. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative. Probably not. I kind of fumbled around. This is not something I've ever actually done before, but yeah. Titanium brake upgrade on the secondary flat cart, and then new part upgrade on the old Champ Cart here later down the line. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned.
Alright guys, Alex may not be fast on the track, but at least now with this new merch we look fast, and you can too. So get you some. American Kart Threads, link in the description.